13 players cut and 11 players called up. Former Harambee Stars comments following the loss to South Sudan, Tyson Otieno's late call-up, and predictions. So stay tuned. So following the 2-0 defeat to South Sudan a few days ago, Engin Firat is under a lot of pressure, and he's reacted by cutting 13 players that were involved with that match, and he's decided to call 11 players, adding Tyson Otieno, who was a late call-up, so that's 12 players. And so, I don't know, I think that this is actually a poor way of reacting to everything, the criticism and even the loss, because apparently South Sudan had one of the youngest squads or teams in the continent, and so it was a pretty bad loss, especially with the fact that the FA wasn't able to cater for South Sudan's camp, so they were really struggling. They would have to cater for themselves to the training ground and the likes. Among the players that were called up for the game against South Sudan in Uganda are Abu Domar, Siraji, Ian Karani, David Ochieng, Mumanyi, Origa, Leshan, Ogam, Shuma, Moses Shuma, and Francis Kahiro. And so we look at the comments from a former Harambee Stars and Kogalo Gor Mahia player, and it was actually pretty interesting. The title was, "We had a cheap coach, Kenyan legend questions Engin Firat's suitability for Harambee Stars." He goes on to say that former Kenyan defender Tobias Ochola is not impressed by the record of Harambee Stars coach Engin Firat and feels he should be sacked over poor performances. So Ochola, a former fullback for both Kogalo and Harambee Stars, is urging the Football Kenya Federation, the FKF, to cut their losses with the Turkish gaffer and should conduct a thorough background check before hiring a coach. "We are getting what we deserve as we hired a cheap coach. If you hire a good coach with a track record, then you can demand results," Ochola told Sportsboom. He added that FKF should take the issue of employing national team coaches seriously by doing a thorough background search and following the hiring process to the letter. So that's the sort of pressure Engin Firat is actually feeling right now. A lot of comments from the fans, former players. I mean, it's heavy. It's heavy on Engin Firat because he actually hasn't done too well, regardless of just the trophy that he's won at the Four Nations tournament. Engin Firat hasn't done too well with the national side, and it shows with the fact that he's cut 13 players and called 11. And with that said, actually, my prediction now has shifted, because I think if we stuck with the 13 and learned from the previous game, we would have gone into this second leg a bit better. We're losing 2-0, or rather we're trailing 2-0. And so with this game, I think it'll still be tough, because it's called a whole new team. And I mean, we'll still have Byron in goal. I like the fact that David Ochieng is there. Abu Domar will play left back, and so I'm thinking we now have better creativity, because we have Tyson Otieno, we have Moses Shuma who can score. I think that we might have a slim victory today versus South Sudan. We play in Uganda, so I think it's gonna be a slim victory, probably like a 1-0 or 2-1, something of the sort. But yeah, we're looking forward to the game. A reminder that the game is today, Kenya versus South Sudan in the CHAN Qualifiers. The game will be played in Uganda at 4 p.m., Kampala, Uganda at 4 p.m. East African time, so we're looking forward to that. Do let us know what you think, and thank you for watching until the end. Do make sure to subscribe to Kenya's biggest football channel. Do check out our other social media platforms and like this video. To check out more on our Kenyan national football teams, do make sure to click the playlist. And as always, support Kenyan football. We out.